Good morning from Central Florida, everybody. I hope you are having a great day. It is very cloudy here. I have a feeling it'll probably get sunny, but it's kind of odd because in Florida it usually rains in the afternoon. When you get rain in the morning, it's an anomaly. So it's really weird. And I don't like starting out the workday like that. But I want to talk to you about something I read just recently here in the book that I have told you about before in a previous video. The book is called The Tale of the Dueling Neurosurgeons, if you can see it. And this book has given me a lot to think about. And I want to share something with you in this. And now what I'm getting ready to ask you is not put to the reader in this way, this format in the book at all. So this is just of my own making right here. I want to ask you, do you have ghosts in your past that still vex you? Demons that still creep up every now and then, that look just like you, or at least you think they do. And what I mean is, you still define yourself in this way. You still define yourself as that person who did this and who behaved in that way and who lived this kind of life, or sometimes it doesn't even matter what kind of life you lived. It depends on how much a perfectionist you are sometimes. I don't think of myself as being a particularly bad person, but I've done stupid things. I've done bad things. I've done things just like you and everybody else that we know, right? I'm no different than anybody else. I'm not special. I'm not unique. But I have done some things that to this day, I have to be careful when I'm driving down the road not to think about certain things. They haunt me that much. I cringe. And my mind transports me back to that space and time temporarily, that I lose focus of the road in front of me. Literally. That's how bad it is for me sometimes. And it doesn't help if you happen to have people in your life who are unforgiving, who are not gracious, who you've entrusted and probably told things to, and they want to bring them back up to you, and they want to define you as that person back there. And it's hard to get away from that. And these are not good things. These are not good things. Because the thing about human nature is it's always changing. Now, I don't believe in evolution, but I'm going to use the word evolution here. There's an evolution of the mind as far as the state of maturity goes. At least I hope so in your case. I hope so in most people's cases. I question some people about that. But when you're growing up and you're getting older and you're learning and you're forming, your mind is reshaping itself. You're becoming more mature, and you are no longer the person you were back there. And at the same time, you are. But it can certainly be vexing when you look back and you still feel tagged by some of the things about yourself that you can remember that are unsavory. Here's something that I read that really gave me food for thought in the book that I've been telling you about, The Tale of the Dueling Neurosurgeons. Now, I'm going to give you 3 sentences here I highlight in the book, and they're only separated by a paragraph. But they had to do with memory. It has to do with memory. Now, here's what it says. It says the ultimate biological purpose of memory isn't to recall the past per se, but to prepare for the future by giving us clues about how to act in certain situations. And then about a paragraph away it says, in our minds, we more or less equate our identities with our memories, our very selves seeing the sum total of all we've done and felt and seen. That's why we cling to our memories so hard, even to our detriment. And that really made me think that it's true. I'd never thought about it in words like that, but we do seem to be the sum total of our memories. But that's not reality. That's not reality. You do change. You do, in a sense, evolve. You do become better in a lot of ways. You do learn. And sometimes we are allowing our memories to serve us in a way that is maladaptive. And you have the power to really manipulate your memories however you want. And that was one of the points in this book, is that our memories fail us. They fail to be accurate a great deal of the time. And we actually shape our memories as we're making them. We make them better than what they actually are, or worse than what they are. And they don't really reflect reality as it was at that time. But they become the new reality in our head. And so it becomes a detriment to us, just like it says in here. And we begin to identify ourselves as a certain kind of someone that we don't like, and that we are running away from, and that we want to forget, but we just can't. Now, I hope that you have people in your life who love you, who care for you, are gracious and forgiving. And if you're not around people like that, well, then God help you, because you have enough on your plate with what goes on in your own mind. What I want to say to you here is, I just want to relay what is being said in this book here, that he says the ultimate biological purpose of memory isn't to recall the past per se, but to prepare for the future by giving us clues about how to act in certain situations. You can't get away from the things that are on a mill in your head. It's just turning over and over. You can't really get away from those things. Now, you can, in a sense, kind of change them. You can kind of parent yourself and talk to yourself and coach yourself into rationally working through those things and saying, well, here's the reason why I probably felt the way I did. I was a child, or I was immature, I was a young man, or I just made a bad decision. Everybody does. You can parent yourself through memories like that. But the most important thing to do is to learn from them, to know what kind of actions to take next. Okay? It's important. That's the most important thing. In rationalizing your way through the memories and being honest with yourself and taking ownership and going, oh, well, there's nothing I can do about the past anyway. You can't unring a bell. That's really important to do. Coach yourself, parent yourself, rationalize your way through it, take responsibility, and just accept the fact that you can't unring a bell. But learn from it. Learn what, as you go through the memories in your head, ask yourself, what can this teach me about what kind of actions I need to take in the future if I'm presented with the same kind of situation? I have lots of those, as I've already said before, and they haunt me. And they actually put me in real physical danger, because I'm not thinking about these things at a time when it's really favorable. Like if I'm sitting on my sofa, I'm not behind the wheel. But perhaps this has helped today. Perhaps this has put things in context. It's something I read, and I just wanted to share with you. And I hope it's give you food for thought. All right, guys, put your comments below. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.